keeping safe. It's not really safe out there, as they told us. So please continue to keep yourself safe. Hello, 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 hello. Itunu, how are you? Lisa, I can see every one of you. Hi, Lisa. Please, I need question and answer today, and we're going to continue from where we stopped last week. Last week we talked about how to stretch your hair without using heat. As you guys can see, my hair, I still have it in thread, which I did last week. Most of you saw it, and I did the rest after the video went off. So I did the rest, and I said I'm gonna keep it for this 1 week just to show you guys, did anybody did this with me? What product ingredients are best for a pre-O treatment? Okay, Shika, if you can just tell me what you mean by pre-O treatment, please. Tell me what you mean by pre-O. Is it pre-poo, pre-shampoo treatment? Is it after treatment? Because seems like a new words are coming out now, which I'm trying to catch up. Trust me, I'm trying to learn as much as you guys. Yeah, I left my hair intentionally for everybody to see. The question is, can you rock this hair to work? As you guys can see, I've been wearing this for a whole week. I've been to shopping, I've been out, I've been everywhere. With this, I've took some pictures as well. For most of you that knows me, can you rock this hair? Okay, pre-poo. Okay, for pre-poo, what we mean by pre-poo is pre-wash. That is what we mean. It's not a treatment. It's just something to keep your hair moisture before you do your wash. So, except if you want to do hot oil treatment, then you can do hot oil treatment before your pre-poo. And most of this hot oil treatment is oil. You can use argan oil, you can use olive oil, you can use castor oil. Castor oil is the best for pre-poo. Coconut oil, if your hair is not 4C. When I say 4C, I mean proper 4Z and 4C. You can use coconut oil for your pre-poo. That is what pre-poo means. If you want to do your pre-poo, you don't need any treatment except oil. So it's more like doing hot oil treatment. You can warm the oil a little bit, spray your hair with water, put it in, put your cap on, leave it for about 30 minutes. And sometimes I do say, if you want to go to bed with it, you can go to bed with it. And then in the morning, just wash it out. I want everybody on my page here, if you want to send me a message, please send a message there. Ask me any question regarding your hair. We all need this right now. We've been doing this. I think this is our 4th session that we've been doing, and it's been great. I've seen some of my clients that cannot touch their hair before. They're like, I'm going to work, I'm just gonna go to Adeline, take it out, put it back, treat it, do whatever you need to do. They don't really know much about their hair, and they don't really do anything about their hair. But due to the fact that we're here every week, every Sunday, talking about what to do, how to manage your hair, how to maintain your hair, how to wash your hair easily without it getting tangled, without you going through any breakage, because we were doing it, I noticed that quite a lot of people have started doing it. So that encouraged me to be here and do this. What is your opinion on using a conditioner for pre-poo? Heck no, Chica, please don't. Because I personally don't agree for you to leave conditioner on and go to bed with it. It will just make your hair very, very limp, and you do not need that. Most of us want healthy hair. When you keep on soaking your hair with conditioner, it makes it lifeless. And when you keep on doing that, you will notice that your hair is getting lifeless. So that's why I do not agree with that. It's best to use oil for your pre-poo rather than using conditioner. Or rather, if you put conditioner on your hair after your wash, don't leave it on. I've seen people leave it on saying they're using it for leave-in conditioner, when your conditioner did not state that it's leave-in conditioner. Please don't leave it in. Every product have um 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 guideline how to use it. Always follow those guidelines. They're very important. There's a reason for you to do for them. There's a reason they put that guideline there, so it can help you to do what your hair's supposed to do, and it help you to maintain your hair. But if you over process or overdo it, you then realize that your hair is getting drier, your hair is breaking, your hair is brutal. So you do not need to do that. I'm gonna swap the camera around. Sorry guys. Okay, we have two. I'm live in 3 places, so that's why. So I'm hi winners salon, hello, how are you? If you're listening to us, we're talking about general hair care for this lockdown. Lot of people have learned 1 or 2 things here. Some people, they don't even know how to wash their hair before. Due to this, they now know how to wash their hair and manage their hair at home themselves. Yes, we're gonna go back after this lockdown, and then everything is going to go back to normal. Once everything go back to normal, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't wash your hair yourself. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't look after yourself, your hair yourself. Hi Tolu, hi June, hello everyone. um you need to look after yourself. What we do at the salon is important. What you do after the salon is even more important. So this is really, really important. Me being here is to help others, to especially because I know my client, they are not the type that do their hair at home. They rely on me, they believe in me, and that's why I'm here to help. Ask me any question. If you were there, ask me any question regarding your hair. So let's touch base on last week. I told you guys how to stretch your hair without using heat, and as you guys can see, I've done this, and I said I'm not going to take it out. I want you guys to see my hair was very kinky last week. I just washed it and moisturize it. Yeah, whatever. Sorry. Okay, I just moisturize my hair and I put the thread. When you are taking your thread out, be careful because of your ends, because if you are not very careful, you easily going to pull your hair out, which you don't need. So that's why I say always allow some thread at the end. This is not my hair, as you guys can see, it's just thread. So always allow some thread at the end, so you can wrap your thread around that extra thread at the end. So as you guys can see, my hair is still there. If I did not do this, it's easy for me to break this off, and trust me, every strand do count. So I used the wool thread for this end just to show you guys what I meant by I can actually feel the thread is wet with oil. Can you guys see my hand? Can you see my finger? That is from the thread. The thread has soaked up. Can you see the sheen on my fingertip? So that is from this wool thread, which actually absorbed my moisture. I do not want any thread absorbing my moisture. I want my moisture to stay on my hair, so I do not like using this. There is another version of it, which is like African one. It's a bit, I think it's the shining one that is a little bit better than the one we use for sewing clothes. So I use the shining thread, the rubber thread, for the rest. So I want you guys to see the result. For me, I do not need to blow dry my hair. I don't need to use heat. I'm waiting for questions. See, what is the difference between this method and doing twist? Okay, The difference between this method is the fact that this stretch your hair more. It actually look as if I've blow dried my hair. Where when you do two strand twist, that will leave your hair with a pattern. It will still stretch your hair, but it won't look like you blow dry it. You will still have a bit of kinky, and in that kinky, whatever shape you twist it to, if you twist it tight, you will notice that your curls is a bit bouncy, your twist is bouncy. If you twist it loose, you will see that you have a bit of wave in your hair. It will still stretch it, but not as stretched as this. And this, for me, it makes my hair straight, while if I twist it, I will not get that straightness. So it will not look as if, it will look as if I blow dry my hair, and it depends on your hair curl type. Actually, if your curl type is loose, you can get stretch a little bit with twist. But if your hair type is as tight as mine, I'm not gonna get any stretchy. I'm just gonna get style, which is going to be like curly or wavy. Okay, so moving on, as you guys can see, my hair is straight. Last week when I did this, if you were here last week, you will see how I use this thread to stretch my hair. I did not blow dry my hair. There is no heat whatsoever on this. It's just wash and moisturize, and then I just use this rubber thread. Now I'm gonna come close to you guys. If you are there, please take notes. Can you see the ends of my hair? I've got a lot of gray. Please ignore the gray. Can you see the ends of my hair? Can you guys see the end? And can you see where I use thread? I mean the rubber thread. Let me comb it out. Try not to comb your hair dry at home. I'm using this as an experiment. Please don't comb your hair dry at home. And if you are going to do that, use a wide tooth comb, a lot bigger than this if you can. So let me start from the ends. Can you guys see? This is how to comb your hair. If I can have the other comb, the green one. So start it from the ends. Don't start your combing from here, because you can easily pull your hair out. Start from the ends. For most of you that know how to do this thing, that is fine. But for most of you that will just come to the salon, to your hairdresser, and ask your hairdresser to do your hair for you, you don't even have clue how they comb their hair. So always start from the ends. This is me doing finger detangling. Can you see? I'm not yakking anything out. I've been very careful. Sometimes when you have bubble at the end, just use your hand. That's it. So I'm going to show you guys the difference. I like this comb because it's quite solid. This one is a bit flimsy, so I don't get as much smoothness as I want. Please don't comb your hair dry at home. When you stretch your hair out, just use your hand to stretch it, to detangle it, I mean. So and you see the way I'm combing it. So I want to show you guys how stretchy your hair can be without even using any source of heat. Can you see my hair? This is hair being washed, moisturized, and then thread. It look as if I've just blow dried, because even if I blow dry my hair, because I've got very tight curls, my hair doesn't go straighter than this. My curls is super tight. So can you guys see? Now if you look at the ends, it's not as moisturized as here, and that is because I use wool around here and I use rubber thread around here. The rubber thread, you can get it from Amazon. One of my clients was here last week helping us where you can get the rubber thread. Any more question? I'm waiting for question. I'm here to answer all your hair care questions. Did anybody send me any questions? So can you guys see? So you can actually do this. This is the time for us to this is the time for us to actually, you know, get to know our hair, understand your hair, understand what your hair needs, understand the product that actually work for your hair. Don't just buy the product because everybody are buying that product and people say, oh, that product works for me. Use the one that works for you, and when it works for you, stick with it. Follow all the instruction before you use your product. Can you guys see my hair? It actually look as if I stretch the hair. Someone asked me which type of conditioner or treatment can I use to stop my hair from breaking. My answer to the person is I can't recommend the particular conditioner to you or treatment. First, I need to know why your hair is breaking. Again, get track of your hair. Know what is happening to your hair. Why is your hair breaking? What is making your hair break? When you identify the problem, to then have the solution will not be a problem, because you know the problem, then you know how to solve the problem. If you don't know how to solve the problem, or if you don't know the reason behind the problem, you won't know how to solve the problem. So always know why your hair is breaking, why your hair is doing this, why your hair is doing that, why your hair is dry. Sometimes some people will use every oil in the world and their hair is still dry. Your hair is getting dry because you might be using the wrong thing to prepare your hair. That's why your hair is drying. So putting oil in your hair will not help your hair not to dry. Hi Zabi, hi Kita, hello Annie, Tete. Ask me any question regarding your hair. How is your hair routine going at home? How easy it is to wash your hair after our 2-3 weeks session, telling you what to do. So as I'm saying, can you guys see my hair? You will actually think I blow dry this hair, and I promise you there is no single heat on this hair. And this was done last week, so this is a week style, which is very stylish as well. You can carry it to work, some of you, and some of you that cannot carry it to work. I'm sorry guys, I need Mr. Fred attention. Mr. Fred, I've done something wrong here, so I need our technical help, assistant. So I've removed the live video, if you can help me. So as I was saying, here you go. Now I want to talk to some of our clients that have got relaxed hair. If you've got relaxed hair, please, you are not alone. Don't feel alone. Don't feel ashamed about it. Don't let all this noise of natural hair get you, worry. Everybody are entitled to their personal styling. If relaxer work for you, please stick with your relaxer. The only thing you might need to do with your relaxer is to make sure you do the right thing. Don't relax your hair at home. It's really dangerous if you do that. Now I want to touch base on the relaxer part. Most of you, because we've been on this lockdown for 2 months, some of you are actually due for relaxer touch up. This is the time your hair make or break. This is the time that your curls cannot stand with your straight hair. How do you manage that? How do you maintain that? I left a little bit of video just to touch base on that. My answer to you, oh my God, there's a lot of questions. This is what an easy, safe style that I can do if I have zero to no hair styling skill. Okay. The basic style you can do is this, or you do chunky twist. You can twist it the same way I twist this. Sometimes you can do Bantu knot. That is another beautiful style. Honestly, I will wear Bantu knot anywhere. I will wear it out. I will wear my twist to shopping, to work. I will wear my hair anyhow I want or I feel like. So if you want to style your hair, these are the basic you can do. You can do thread to stretch it if you don't want to use heat. You can do chunky twist. You can do Bantu knot. You can do flat twist, maybe into 2 or 3 if you know how to do flat twist. You can just do like a chunky big cornrow, all one in the middle or one at the side. They are all beautiful. You can just do flat twists around there or do chunky, couple of chunky twists. Use pin to pin it down. I can actually show you guys something if I've got my grips here, which I'm not too sure. You know, something very simple you can do if you don't have any styling skill. Most of my clients have no styling skill, and with this that I'm doing, 1 or 2 of them I've learned 1 or 2 things. So continue to watch and let me know what you want me to tell you. I will show you. I'm happy to show you. Again, we're doing one-on-one not consultation, Mr. Fred. Don't. Mr. Fred is here. Yeah, guys. Okay. One-on-one hair care session. We're doing it. Contact me. I will be happy to show you what to do, how to go to work, how to manage your hair, how to wash your hair. I'm here to help. How can I prevent my closure tangling when wrapped at night? Okay, with the closure, I think that is a very normal thing when it comes to closure. What I would say is use wide tooth comb. Don't use paddle brush. Basically use paddle brush or wide tooth comb. Be very gentle, because trust me, those crochets, because the way they've been put in, they don't really stay properly. So if you are not gentle, you can actually create a bud patch with it. So be very gentle and use smooth brush to smooth brushing it. And when you are brushing it, always start from the ends. I'm not going to say it won't get tangled, but maybe what you need to do is to have a good serum to put on it. And when you're going to detangle it, always start from the ends and work your way to the root. When you get to the root, just smooth it nicely and then leave it down, put a little bit of serum and put your scarf. However you let that hair stay is the same way it will be when you wake up in the morning. If you just allow it to be messy on your head, it will be messy in the morning. If you allow it to be smooth at night before you go to bed, you will wake up and the hair will be smooth and you can go on your day-to-day things. Hi, Bolakale. 2-strand twist. Yeah. Thank you for answering that. Waiting for more questions. Oh, Mr. Fred, leave Mr. Fred. I should leave Mr. Fred alone. Okay, oh, all of you that are supporting Mr. Fred, well done, sir. Okay, another secret between you guys and I. At the end, I'm going to announce another free gift, and I will tell you what you guys need to do to get this free gift. It's a free scalp treatment. I will let you guys know at the end of this session what to do to be able to get this free scalp treatment. It's not that cheap, but we want to give it out because most of you have been washing your hair at home yourself. Trust me, no matter how good you are, it's not the same like when you wash it at the salon. First, secondly, even when you are washing your hair, there's some properties that is on this treatment that we are giving you that can actually remove or exfoliate your scalp. And when you exfoliate your scalp properly, you have a good hair I will come back to that name. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. No, hair pulse. Yeah, your scalp pulse will be open nicely, and then it will improve your hair growth. I get lost with all these names. Sorry, guys. It's there, but sometimes to bring it out is always difficult. But for most of you that understand what I'm saying, yes, we will do this free scalp treatment for you, and then it will open your pores. It will remove any unnecessary buildup. It will stimulate your scalp. It will open the pores. It will help with scalp um, blood flow. It will help blood flow. It will stimulate the scalp. It will exfoliate the scalp, and that's what scalp treatment is for. If you don't do it, I will advise you to do it at least once every 2 to 3 months. It's very important. It helps, especially with this natural hair going on. Some of you cannot get into your scalp. That's when you need this um scalp treatment at least once every 2 to 3 months. You need to do it to help your blood flow, to help your hair growth. So moving on to most of you that have got relaxer hair, I don't want you to feel alone. I don't want you to feel like we're not touching base on relaxer. I want to touch base on relaxer. Your hair is due at the moment, and due to the fact that your hair is due, you are desperate to relax it yourself. Please, I will say no. The reason being is you might under process your hair, or you might over process it, and any of the two, none of them are good. If you under process, it will damage. If you over process it, it will damage. So there is lots of hairstyle you can do at the moment. As I said before, you can do twist out. Is another great style to help you with your new growth and your relaxer without you combing your hair every day. Because if you have to continually put heat on your hair, if you're the type that goes to gym or you run outside, you will find that difficult at this moment. And if you have to be brushing it every day, you will then start experiencing breakage, which it won't be a good idea. When you go back to your hairdresser, they have to start all over again, which means they have to grow the hair. But you can actually protect the hair yourself by doing a protective style. What do I mean by protective style? It's not when you have weave on. It's not when you have your crochet. You can actually have just big chunky twists like this, or you can have, I posted a couple of my clients that are going transitioning. They're not really going through transitioning, but because their relaxer is due, it's up to 3 months, they need to relax their hair again, and there's no way I can relax it, or there's no other salon that will relax it for them. So they're left with no choice than to seek for help. And that's why I say I'm going to touch base. Don't let us be unfair. Let's touch base on the people that are relaxing their hair as well. So if you're a natural, please pardon with me for like 5 minutes. Let me just talk a little bit about the relaxer one. So your hair actually needs to relax at the moment because it's been over 2 months or 3 months, or however you usually relax your hair. Now it's not the time to be combing your hair regularly. Now it's not the time to be straightening your hair too much, because when you do all this, you are going to break your hair. And when you break your hair, there might be no other option than to cut the ends that is too thin off, or you start all over again. So for you not to be in that position, get used to protective style. Wash your hair and blow dry it every week or every 2 weeks. If you've got relaxer hair, I would say every 2 weeks. At this point, your hair is fragile. All you just need to do is to twist it into a chunky style. Twist it into a chunky style. You can actually do this thread as well on your relaxed hair. You can do maybe like bantu knot. Just twist the bantu knot around. Let me show you guys how to do bantu knot. You can do bantu knots in 2 ways. You can twist it first. Twist. Don't allow it to be too big. I'm talking about if your hair is as thick as mine, maybe into 10. Wrap it round. As you're going round. This is what will make it tight. If you just do it flat, okay, let's assume that this is your hair and you just wrap it around like this. You will have no style when you finish. You want a very lovely, defined curls when you finish. Don't wrap your hair this way and say you've had bantu knots. You can twist it. You see where my hair has been twisted nicely. I'm gonna have different type of shape to this when I first twist it and when I did not twist it at all. Can you guys see? Because of the twist, you don't want the twist to unravel. Continue to roll around, just wrap around the your hair, twist and wrap it around. Can you see that? You can have this. I can carry my hair like this. Do you take any vitamin for hair growth? Vitamin for we that wear black, please. Your vitamin D is important. You need your vitamin D. You need your iron level. You can check your iron level regularly. I've seen cases where a couple of people, their hair will just be breaking at some particular point. You will just see maybe a chunk at the front or at the back or at the middle is just breaking. And I tell them, go and check your vitamin level. And most of them, when they come back with results, is either their vitamin D is very low or their iron is very low. So it's always good to check this regularly. Check this regularly with your doctor. Make sure your vitamin D level is accurate. Take your vitamin D and your iron level is accurate as well. If none of this is a problem, just take multivitamin. It's really important for us to get our diet, our balance, to get it into the level that it won't affect your hair. Mind you, if you notice that your nail is breaking unnecessarily, realize that it's going to affect your hair as well. So vitamins, 100%. Take your vitamin regularly is really important. Okay, so moving on to the bantu knot. For people that have got relaxer hair, people that haven't got relaxer hair, these are the protective style. We do not need all this crochet at the moment. This is the time your hair actually need you. You know, when you come to the salon, we want to do your hair. We will go with whatever you tell us, but we will give you our professional advice that don't do this. Why didn't you do this instead? But truly, if we have a way of telling you, can you allow your hair to rest? Excuse me, guys. We will let you know that can you allow your hair to rest. So many times, my clients have come to me and I've told them, you need to let your hair have a break. And because of their lifestyle, they feel like, no, I can't. I need to do something back. We are not going to work at the moment. In fact, in one way or the other, this lockdown is actually a blessing to some of us, and to some of us it's not, which I totally understand. But if you fall into category to be one of those people that are working from home, you're not going anywhere, you're not an essential worker that needs to go out, allow your hair to rest. Which means you can stay away from heat for now. By the time you will come back, can you guys see what I'm doing? Sorry, I talk too much. This is my hair. Let me show you again. If I want to do bantu knot, even if my hair is relaxed, by the time I would twist this, I'm not doing two-strand twist. This is created by two-strand twist. This is just a folding twist. You just fold it round the circle. Can you guys see? Without me even moving it, I'm creating the bantu knot already. Can you see? By the time I would take this out, my bantu curls will be well defined. This, can you guys see it? Can you see that? That's my bantu knot without twist, and this is my bantu knot with twist. I can actually make this a little bit tighter. It's a bit soft. Don't make it too tight because you don't want it to pull all your edges. How can I grow my edges? Okay, the first question is, why is your edges breaking? You might be wearing wig. Maybe your wig is too tight around the edges. Possibly you are doing a protective style that have broke your edges, or maybe hereditary, you actually have edges like that. My answer will be do less to your hair. If you know that you've got this issue of edge problem, means there's some certain things you need to stay away from. The first thing you need to stay away from is wearing tight wig, and do not allow okay, let me touch base on this. Some people will wear the cap, the stocking for their wigs, and the stocking is sitting right on the edge before they put the wig on. And I'm thinking, if you look at the elastic around that area, you can actually see the mark that stocking is leaving around your edges. And when that happens, there is no blood flow. There is no blood flow, so which means there is no growth. Because your skin, your face have no follicle, so it's going to affect your hairline. If you actually leave it like that without doing anything to it, you are not taking precaution, you are not stopping what you are doing that is creating the edges to break, then it gets worse. Your hairline will start feeling like it's part of your face. That's why most of us have issue with our hairline. When you notice that your hairline is breaking, don't sit on it. You gotta do something. What do? Get yourself a good oil. You can mix 2-3 different type of oil for lubrication, and then you need to massage it. When you are massaging, some people go like this. What do you mean? I don't get that. You are rubbing it. When you do this, you're actually rubbing your scalp. If you go for your body massage and somebody is doing this to your body, what are they doing? They're rubbing you. They're rubbing your skin. You can't feel the tension. Why are you even massaging? You're massaging for blood flow. That's what massage is for. Is to relax you, is to get your blood flow, is to stimulate your body. And the same thing applies to your hair. You got to stimulate that scalp. You got to stimulate your scalp. You need a good blood flow. So what you do, you put pressure. Don't put pressure from where there's no hair and move it to the back. Can you guys see this? Let me remove my glasses. Can you see my 2 fingers? I'm not going this way. That means I'm connecting. However you're going to see this, I don't know. But I say this to my clients, and it has helped a couple of them. Personally, because there's no follicle around here, I don't expect to be massaging from front to the back, because I have nothing to connect from here to here. They're not related. So if I'm looking for connectivity, let's assume that maybe my follicle is dead. I'm looking to connect to another follicle, because trust me, follicle can connect. And once the blood flow get to it and you get a good follicle, it will grow back, except if there's scar. If you have scar, it will not grow back. But if you haven't got scar, some people say acupuncturing. I'm not too sure if that works. I've never tried it. I haven't got anybody saying I did acupuncturing and it worked for me. But if you haven't got the scar and your hairline is just breaking, you can still grow it. So what you need to do is connect where there is hair, connect it to where there is no hair, just in case if your follicle is dying. So you need to regrow the follicle. You need to tell that follicle that you still exist. You are part of my hair. You are not part of my face. So what you do, you put your pressure from here, where there is hair, forward. And make sure you're not rubbing your hair, because when you rub your hair, you will get breakage. So make sure you use oil as well for friction wise. So because if you're too rough with it, you will then experience another breakage. So what is the point? Some people are saying, no, I've been massaging my hedge for like forever, it's not growing. And I ask, what technique are you using? If you're using the wrong technique, it won't work. So all you need to do is massage from inside outside, not from outside inside. So don't go like this, go like this, which is from in outward, not from outward in. With that, you will see improvement, you will see growth. And it's not the yes, if you've got issue with your scalp, if you use the right oil, then it might eliminate dryness, it might eliminate inflammatory on your scalp that is creating your scalp to scar. So you can use oil, but it's not necessary that is the oil that is growing your hair. It's the massage that is doing the job. I can't really read the system. Did you get that, Tolu? Tolu that asked me the question, did that help? I'm sure that will help others as well on the hairline. Did anybody ask me any question? Any question? Do you take any vitamin? Yes, I do. I've answered that one. Sorry, I'm not very tech, so I have to do everything one by one. Great massage tip. Great. Okay. Any other question? Okay. Thank you, Tolu. Thank you, Sheriff. When you say to do less to your hair, does that include washing? Yes. Okay, don't get me wrong. When I said less means less manipulation, even less wash. But what do you mean by less wash? Less wash means you don't wash it every day. We're not European. Our hair dry easily. We have oil on our body and our scalp, but because of the type of course we've got, it doesn't generate up. So that's why we always experience dryness. So if you continue to wash your hair every 2 days, every 3 days, you are bound to have, even if you use sulfate-free shampoo, you are bound to have dryness. So the less dry, the better. The less wash, the better. What do I mean less wash? I did not say leave your hair for 1 month before you wash it. I mean every 2 weeks. It's more than enough. If you're not the type that go to gym, if you're not the type that sweat a lot, every 2 weeks should be all right. If you are the type that actually go to gym, I would say once every week. But what I mean, the less the better is manipulation. Today you are combing, tomorrow you are twisting, next tomorrow you want to straighten it. Those are the things that I mean by the less the better. It is bad. Oh, where did you get your top from? Oh gosh, this top I got it 2 years ago. I can't remember. I don't know where. I can't remember. Yeah, but trust me, I don't spend too much money on my clothes. So maximum it will cost me maybe 30 or 40 pounds. Trust me. So yeah, it's one of those high street top. Sorry guys, I'm leaking my secret. Is it bad to not wash your hair for a long period of time? Yes, it is bad. If you don't wash your hair regularly, you will have buildup. Remember what I said about healthy scalp. Healthy scalp make healthy hair. If your scalp is not healthy enough, you might not experience a good growth. So when you remove all the buildup from your scalp, then you have a good pores. Your pores will be open, your hair can grow easily, it can grow healthy. Not necessarily it's going to grow 10 times more, but it's just going to grow healthier than it's supposed to. Any other question? Do you recommend we do protein treatment at home? We've touched base on this 2 weeks ago. I think for most of you that were here 2 weeks ago, we talked about how to do your protein treatment. I usually say be mindful what type of protein treatment you're using. There's some harsh protein treatment out there. I touch base on okay, I can't remember name. I'm really bad with names. Sorry, guys. But when I remember it, I will definitely tell you. Afrogen, that's it. I touch base on Afrogen. Afrogen is quite strong. Is something that I will not advise you to use that at home. But there's some repair mask. If you look at them, they're actually, some of them have got content of protein in it. So most of those ones that protein mixed with moisture, which means they're not that strong. So those ones are quite safe for you to use at home. Yes, you should do protein treatment at home. And if anything, you can get any ton protein. It's not too strong either. You mix that one with a good conditioner. When I say good conditioner, I've seen people mixing it with all sauce, and it works really well. Anytime you can check her page, Anytime hair coach, you can check her page. She's got a good protein treatment. You can use that. Talking about protein treatment, protein is not for everybody. I have some clients that once I put protein treatment on their hair, that hair will just dry. It will dry and break and get brutal. You can actually feel it feeling crunchy. So personally, when it comes to protein, you have to be careful. So when you get like a repair mask, they're quite good. The reason why they're good is they're not strong enough to give you what you really need, but they're good enough to maintain you till you are ready for the professional hand or professional product to touch your hair. Do that make sense? Would you suggest moisturizing cream for relaxed hair? 100% yes. But there's different type of moisturizing cream. Some are quite heavy, some are light. For relaxed hair, I would say go for the light one. Again, the same thing apply to if you've got natural hair. If your hair is fine, go for the mild one. They're not too heavy. If your hair is thick, you can go for the thick one. Do you understand? So definitely, especially this time, your new growths need moisturizer a lot. So try your best to moisturize your hair and your new growths. But less of moisturizer on your relaxed hair, because sometimes it makes it very limp and it makes it weak, especially if you over process your relaxer. If your relaxer is over processed and you have this anything moisturizer is based with water and you're applying that day in day out, it can actually make your hair very flimsy. Any little stretch you will see is snappy. So use less of it, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't use it at all. And use the light one. Yeah. Is it better to plait your hair natural each night or keep it plaited to sleep? When I say manipulation means combing today, brushing tomorrow, pulling next tomorrow. Doing your hair every night, twisting it every night or plaiting it every night before you go to bed. If you keep on taking out what actually comes out of your hair every night, if you put it together in a week, check the amount of what came out of your hair. Mind you, saying that, yes, I expect at least 100 strands of hair. If you wash your hair every day, 100 strands of hair will come out of your hair if you wash it. Those are the resting hair that needs to go. So the hair will actually come out. It won't snap. It will come out from your scalp because they're resting. So when they came out, a new one will grow, which will grow even stronger and thicker. So there is nothing wrong when you comb your hair, but with Afro hair, we got to be careful, especially our ends. It can be a little bit dry, so combing it every night, I don't think is a good idea. So I would suggest you do it maybe twice or 3 times a week. And mind you, when you twist your hair at night before you go to bed and you take it out the next day, you will have a beautiful, beautiful style. And you can carry that for like 2-3 days before you twist it again, rather than you doing it every night. So today's night I'm putting comb, next tomorrow I'm putting comb. All these do have effect on how much hair come out of your hair. Does that make sense? Amaka, yeah. Okay. If I straighten my natural hair every 2 weeks, will I lose my curls pattern? Will a heat protect help in not losing the curls pattern? Okay. There is no amount of heat protector you will use that will save your curls pattern. Your curl pattern, yeah, you mean heat protector. I totally understand. There is no amount of heat protector you will use that will not break your hair if you do it constantly. I think every 2 weeks going in with heat is a lot. I usually advise my clients at least every 4 weeks. I say this, please don't crucify me. This is the reality and we all need to face it. If you really love your hair straight, you love your hair being straight all the time, why are you not going for an alternative option? Why does it have to be heat all the time? Why can't you go for relaxer and maintain your relaxer? Why can't you go for texture release and maintain your texture release? Those are actually more protected than you putting heat day in, day out. Because when you keep on putting heat, it will get to a stage your hair will, the elasticity of your hair you will lose it because of the direct heat. But if you can do it maybe once every month with the heat protector, it will help. That doesn't guarantee that you will not lose your curl pattern. It just depends on how much of it you do and how straight you want to keep it for. So with time, the more you do it, within 1 year or 2 years, your curl pattern will never be the same again. It will be different, no matter how much of heat protector you use. Is that clear? Can you talk about protein? Yes, I can talk about protein. I've already touched base on that. What would you like to know about the protein treatment? Is it protein on the hair or protein treatment? Every hair strand have protein. The protein is actually what makes our hair strong. It's protein that makes our hair. When you stretch your hair, it's the protein that we've got. Then when you start losing that protein, you need to put it back. The only problem is when you put too much, it will be too strong. Rather than your hair stretching, it will get snapped. Yes, protein treatment. Okay. So rather than your hair stretching, it will be snapping. So when you pull the hair, you will see your hair breaking. I've seen this happening in the salon. One or two of my clients, I think about 2 of them, I don't even go anywhere near them when it comes to protein treatment. I don't go near them. Why? It's from experience. I've done it and I've seen what damage it does to their hair. So what I do now, I use less. In fact, I use next to nothing protein, but my moisture is more. Those ones, they are zero tolerant to protein. And some of you are like that as well. So protein is not all the answer, to be honest with you. Some of you might not like what I'm saying now, but that is the fact and that is the truth. Protein is not everything. Some people, it doesn't go with them, but you still need it, which means you have to use less. You have to use minimal to be able to get that hair to the strength that it needs. When they get it too much, they start breaking. Okay, we've got 5 more minutes to go. So during these 5 minutes, I'm loving my natural hair at the moment. Thanks for encouraging me to try a twist. And okay, this my lady hair, she doesn't do her hair at home by herself. She come to us, we do from beginning to the end. But due to this one-to-one, me coming to life every weekend to talk to you about, she is practicing a good practice. She's actually managing and maintaining her hair. If you see the curls she created, this is somebody that cannot wash her hair, creating curls with protective style. I was so proud of her, so proud. So I know most of you can be like that as well. Stay tuned. I'm going to announce the free gift. I'm going to send every single one of you a voucher for scalp treatment. How do you get your voucher? Send me a private message. Tell me what you think about today's session. What should I do differently? What would you like us to talk about next week? And you will get a free voucher for your scalp treatment, for your next appointment at the salon. Hold on to your scalp treatment, just screenshot it, save it, and bring it to the salon. You will get your free scalp treatment on top of your hair treatment. So when we do the 2 treatments, we charge for the 2 treatments. But this time we're only going to charge for your hair, but the scalp is on us. Does that make sense? So please private message me, just after we finish, every one of you that are here, private message me. You are going to get your voucher. I'm going to send your voucher to you. Tell me how you feel about today. If you learn one or two things, tell me what we need to improve for next time. If you're if you're struggling with anything, and one-to-one session is available. This is how I will be talking to you while you are talking to me. So we're going to see each other. It's called virtual hair maintenance at home. That's what I call it. So just for me to help you to get through your hair, how you wash your hair, what product do you use, which one do you do first. Like yesterday, a client of mine that was doing the session, which was using the wrong product on her hair, and I have to stop it. Like, hell no, we're not doing this. So I'm here anytime, any day. Please contact me, send me the message when you need that voucher. If not, I'm not giving anyone voucher. I hope you guys are keeping safe. I wasn't sent a voucher last time. Didn't you? Did you send me a message? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Please boss me again. I will definitely send it to you. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the last 3 weeks. Oh, thank you, Bola. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I really love you. I hope you guys are keeping safe. Next week, the same time, we're going to be here. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Whatever the difficulty you are facing, we're going to be on this till July 4th. Salon, no salon is allowed to open till July 1st. So, July 4th. Is either 4th or 20. We're going to send appointment out, so most of you can start booking your appointment. Once we send the appointment out, book your appointment. First come, first serve. It's going to be crazy. I know that, but your hair needs you. I need you for you to look after your hair. So when you come back to the salon, I don't have to do much job. Your hair is safe. I am safe. We are all safe. Thank you, everyone. And I will see you the same time next week, Sunday. Bye-bye for now. Love you guys. Bye. Private message. Don't forget, private message me. Private message, please. Private message, everyone. Hope Day is still here on my head then. Oh, yes, definitely. July, yes. Tolu, July. So, you need me. I need you to be here every Sunday. Bring whatever you have, your product. Bring everything. I will talk you through. And don't use your product if your product is over a year and a half. Please, throw it away. Don't be a product junkie. Throw all the products that you don't need. Throw them away. Focus on the one that works for you. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you very much. Love you guys. We still have time. Yay! Can we party? Party hard. We got a party hard. Who is there party with me? You guys should party. I love you guys. Thank you. Bye. Download video. See. Download video. I'm not there like again. Error. You not say nobody did this one. Share video on IG.